What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to do two different Hogwarts Legacy stories, the first of which is the preloading. I want to talk about actually all three platforms, let's say, and what the deal is with preloading, but I also want to give seemingly a small update on the preview event tomorrow. So starting with the preloading, this happened last night. I think people started to figure it out. I had tweeted it, and thank you to anybody. I actually got several messages saying, Alex, it's out. It can happen. So here's how it works is only right now on the Xbox Series S and X can you preload it. And we kind of knew this. Xbox generally, you can preload actually right now some games that come out in early March on Xbox. Xbox has something with it that, and honestly, that's just a common thing. You can preload games 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks before the game comes out. With PlayStation, it's very different, and with PC, it's very different. With PlayStation, the last update that actually they gave themselves was that it would be 48 hours. And so that could change. So then they, in fact, kind of built in that wiggle room. That could change as they get closer. But again, you look historically at preloading for Xbox versus PlayStation. PlayStation generally is within the last couple days before the game comes out, whereas Xbox is weeks early, right? So Series S and X, if you have pre-ordered Hogwarts Legacy, you can pre-download it now. Now, I'll talk about one extra little tidbit there in a second, but you can pre-download it now. PlayStation, you're going to have to wait a few days, probably 2 days before the game will release. And then on PC, it doesn't look like there'll be any. I remember there wasn't any for Gotham Knights, at least I believe so. I remember people were extremely furious. And yes, we've talked about differences between like Avalanche and WB Montreal, but I think in terms of like the preloading and the business practices of pre-orders and all that stuff, that I think is across the board, right? If WB Games does it for one thing with Gotham Knights, they would probably do it with another thing for Hogwarts. And I also just think it's generally a thing where PC is a lot more strict with that. So if it's on PC, if you got it on Steam or whatever, you're going to have to most likely wait until it goes live, and then you'll have to download it then. It sucks, and I don't know why all three of them are different. Maybe some tech, somebody in that world could explain it to me. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Now, one final thing, because I got asked a lot about this yesterday. This shouldn't include a day one patch for the simple reason that it's called a day one patch, right? Day one patches generally go up the day of the game, day one, or they go live right before it. So it is, and I think Elden Ring did this, it is possible that the day one patch may go up a day and a half, 2 days before the game releases, but it's not a guarantee. So I know I saw people talking about slow internet. There's actually several people I saw. There was like, thank God, you can preload it because my internet sucks. I don't want to have to download it all in the moment. Well, if there is a day one patch, which I honestly don't remember if they confirmed it or not. Most games have it though, right? If there is a day one patch, it's not included when you're preloading it right now. It may automatically do it a day or two before, but it doesn't do it now. And now in regards to the preview tomorrow, I had tweeted this yesterday. Some people are not as tight-lipped as others. You notice a lot of the people, have not spoken at all. But I think some of the more big-timers, maybe they just flat out don't care. Maybe the language barrier, they don't care. Whatever the reason may be. But that Ellatrix, and I hope I'm saying that name right, Ellatrix, he was actually one of the first people that talked about the preview. He's how a lot of us knew that there was going to be a preview. Potter Collector has dropped some hints as well. Those are like the main two people. And so this Ellatrix, he's a German streamer. I think he's one of, if not the biggest German streamers on planet Earth. He had said yesterday in a live stream that the embargo lifts at, I believe, 3 p.m. his time. Now, 3 p.m. his time is 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. It would be 7 o'clock, actually, for me. So they're doing like a Scream 6 kind of thing where all the trailers go up at 7 a.m. I have to wake up early. But no, that seems to be... Now, I'm not going to promise it because maybe there's something lost in translation. Maybe his time is just a little bit wrong. But roughly, that's going to be the time. So I would imagine, like for me, 7 to 8 o'clock in the morning, somewhere in that range, the previews, all these videos are going to go live. If that's true, it would be 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. So I'd say just keep an eye out when you wake up. Or I know there's a lot of UK, obviously Hogwarts Legacy, there's a lot of UK folks that watch these videos. It would be kind of middle of the day, right, for you. So it seems like that's when it's going to be. We've already talked about, right, I get these questions. People, I guess, don't watch my videos. I've already talked about what I think the preview event is going to be. I think I'm going to be right on this, by the way, and we'll just just see what we get tomorrow. Okay, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on. If you want to follow or support me anywhere else, all my social media, including our Patreon and YouTube memberships, are in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.